Good evening, friends. It's Sam here, High Priest of Sacred Oak Temple in Edmonton, Alberta. Today's full moon ritual on May 23rd, 2024, deals with the theme of legacy. What will be left behind after, after our lives? What impact we've had on the world? We have to begin by saying that we acknowledge that we're located in Treaty 6 territory. This is the ancestral and traditional territory of several indigenous peoples, the Cree, the Dene, the Blackfoot, Saulteaux, Nakota Sioux, and the Métis Nation. We're in treaty responsibility with one another. They give responsibilities and obligations to treat each other fairly and to deal together honestly as equal partners, to share power and to serve our common good. I offer tobacco now to the indigenous spirits of this place as a recognition, and may it be accepted, and may this place be my home. Okay, everyone, relax. Everyone who hears my voice right now, relax. Settle yourself comfortably in your place. Either sit or stand comfortably, and listen to my voice. Push out your senses. Reach out of your bodies. We cast our circle from hand to hand to hand, separated physically by thousands of kilometers, but of one spirit and of one body. Reach out of your space in your home and feel for the hands of the others who are gathered through this circle in the community we form in Sacred Oak Temple. And feel the energy of the earth as it flows up through your body and out through your hands to all the others in the circle. Feel their energy as it flows into you and through you back to the earth. Take a breath and release it and open your eyes. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and mortals. This is a place that is all places, a time that is eternity, where gods and mortals come together. And this is a place that is our home, a time that is our lives, where we can be greater than we thought. As I turn to each direction and cast the circle, I'd like you to do the same in your own home. East is the home of air. With air, we look forward and we imagine a future when we realize our dreams. Open the door to the east now and welcome in the air. South. South is the home of fire. With fire, we think with pride of our accomplishments and the glory of victory. Open the door to the south now and welcome in the fire. West. West is the home of water. With water, we look behind us and we mourn our losses and our shortcomings. Let us open the door to the west now and welcome in the water. North is the home of the earth. With earth, we are made humble. We rose from this earth to dance a little while before we return to it. Open the door to the north and welcome in the earth. And center. Center is the home of spirit. With spirit, we reach behind the veils of what we can see and feel and know, and ask if there is a meaning to what we do. The world is too much with us. Late and soon, getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. Little we see in nature that is ours. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. It moves us not. Open the door to the center now and welcome in the Spirit. As I get older, I'm now 67, I find myself keenly aware that I'm closer to the end of my life than its beginning. I think of all the things that I've done, good or bad, and I wonder what will be remembered. What will be my legacy? There's dreams nagging at me, and possibly at you as well, that I never followed up on. There are accomplishments that faded away as soon as they were done, things that became less meaningful even as I lived through them. What will last? Can anything last? And what will be remembered? What will have meaning at the end of it all? And how quickly will I be forgotten? Ultimately, of course, it's not up to me. What or if I will be remembered is outside of my control, although there is a part of me that dearly wants to be remembered, to have made a valuable impact on the world, even beyond my circle of friends and family. So I'm offering up a few reflections now, and I'll be inviting you to journey with me and for us to consider this question together. First, let's quote from the Havamal, the Norse sayings of the god Odin. Cattle die, kinsmen die, the self must also die. But glory never dies for the man who is able to achieve it. Cattle die, kinsmen die, the self must also die. I know one thing that never dies, the reputation of each dead man. And to journey a little bit further away to an inspiration from country music, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band song, And So It Goes. Ashes to ashes, dust into dust. Buildings will crumble and bridges will rust. Mountains will disappear and rivers will dry up. And so it goes with everything but love. He who'd walk a mile just to hold an empty hand knows what it means to be a wealthy man. Kingdoms will crumble, bridges will rust, mountains will disappear, and rivers will dry up. And so it goes with everything but love. And in a more mundane vein, a few days ago I suffered a bout of constipation, and that reminded me that the day-to-day details of life will sometimes overwhelm whatever high opinion I may have about my accomplishments and any concerns I may have about my legacy. Take a moment, friends, and think about your accomplishments and your impact on the world. Will you be remembered for art that you made, books that you wrote, for kindness to your children? Will you be remembered for cooking and feeding others, for something on the grand scale or in the space of the home and the heart? Ultimately, the future is not under our control. Whatever plans we make can be overturned by the weaknesses of our body or the caprices of fate. What we can do something about is who we are here and now, with the people that we are with here and now. So what kind thing can you do now? What can you teach right now? Is there a child who needs help reading, an old person who needs help with their household tasks, a lonely person whose hand you can hold? We need to be reminded that we do not all get the opportunity for some grand, dramatic gesture, to rush into a burning building and save a child, but every day gives us many opportunities to be kind. The legacy is outside of our control, but here and now is in our capacity. It's not we who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. For in their nature they nourish our bodies, and when we share them, we create community. So it was in ancient times, and so it is today, and so as we go into the future. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Share food and drink with me now, and with whoever's in your circle at home. And thank you to the divine mysteries, to the goddesses and gods that are revealed and concealed in the workings of the world and in our lives. To the Spirit, we connect, always. And connection, love, compassion, it's the only meaning in this life that we can be sure of. We close the door of the center now with thanks to the Spirit. Blessed be. To the north. We make, and our dreams are real. Beautiful things go away, but the impulse to find and make beauty, to build on all the beautiful things we make and see, becomes ever stronger and more pure. We close the door of the north now with thanks to the earth. Blessed be. To the west. We love because love does not last. Because love can be intense and pure and free from consequences, free of the past and the future, nourishing like water in the desert. As Shakespeare said, love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. We close the door of the west now with thanks to the water. Blessed be. To the south. When everything else is burned away, what remains? The true gold we can hold on to. We close the door of the south now with thanks to fire. Blessed be. And to the east. The breath of life makes everything possible and desired. Life in which we can know all things. We close the door of the east now with thanks to the air. Blessed be. Before we completely leave sacred space now, I'd like you to ground. Take a deep breath and hold it in, and now release it. And again, in and release it. May we go from this place now, refreshed and aware. This circle is open and yet unbroken. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be everyone. The next temple rite will be the new moon on June 6th at 7 p.m. And the next of the weekly Zoom meet and greet conversations will be on Tuesday, the 28th, from 7 to 8 p.m. Drop me a line and I'll add you to the Zoom invitation list. Blessed be everyone.